I'm a little bit late, but that's because I was getting ready for stream and then didn't realize how close it was to stream time. So things are a little bit of a mess. Okay, good. Things are a little bit of a mess here. Actually, let me do that. Let's start a new one before anything. And that's not for me getting ready. That's for me just doing stuff. So today I want to organize this a little better, move the bulk stuff over to the bulk storage next door, and then just reorganize everything labeled and categorized so it's easy to find stuff. First thing I want to do though is get some leather. I want to make some armor. I need 2 of everything, including hats. I want to go put this. Actually, I guess I really didn't need the hats. Don't need the hats. I want to go put this in the mushroom since we finished it this morning. It's the last detail that's needed for it. So let's do that, 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 and that. 2 full sets. Let's do, where to go, mob drops. Did I not? IX messaged me and said that I didn't post in the Go Live, and I thought I had. But I was rushing, so maybe I hit everywhere except the iSV one. Go Live. Okay, now I've posted over there. Swap this. And I'm trying to save rockets because I keep using a lot of them. And let's pop over to the mushroom. So if you weren't here this morning, you can see that it's done. I can put these clothes in the closet. And then we can run to the shops real quick and see if anything's sold on our way back. And once we get back from the shops, can do the organizing. So this morning I hooked up the mushroom to this path. Didn't go crazy with it, just some peonies and some flowers, or what are they, pink petals, and some cherry slabs. Inside, carpet, the chests are here, there's nothing in them because they're just really decorative. I went and bought some heads from Bella's shop to use. I got a TV here. This is like a little gardening area. There's books all about bunnies, a pink potion, cherry sapling in a pot, and I got these lampshades, which is what I went looking for originally. I got white ones for down here. I got a clock. And these armor stands are the ones that need gear on them. So that's done there. Gumball machine. Upstairs, put in a double bed just because it's a even number with some comfy pink pillows. Nice headboard, footboard. And then I just went crazy with the pink flowers and petals. Not petals, leaves. I need a bunch of light in here. That's the only problem with the quartz. If it's not lit up well, it's not going to feel bright at all. Let me turn off the overlay. That's full bright. That's what I wish it looked like. That's normal, which is set to what in here? Bright. Painting that kind of looks like a TV since it's got like a bezel to it. Little seating area. Some more lampshades. These are pink. Little carpet. It's very pink and cute, and banners for curtains, though realistically there should be curtains everywhere since it's a glass house. And then, okay, yeah, I forgot to get that out. Outside, I just went and did a couple more peonies around it to tie it in. I like it. I'm going to say that's the end of the mushroom house. Unless we get an HOA or something, which I tried to do, but Tyler won't give me 500 diamonds for the HOA fees. He goes diamond mining, gets a decent amount of diamonds, but won't give me 500 for an HOA fee. I'm trying to make this place nice. I already had to do the lighting up because someone didn't. May or may not have been Tyler. Let's go check the shopping district real quick. Actually, I need to go over here and finish my ferry door at some point before tomorrow. But that won't be a stream thing because I don't want people to see it and then decide to vote or not vote because I know whose it is. So, and they're trying to get voting done for Build-A-Joke. So let's go this way. I've already voted, but I'll just show everyone where it is in case you're not aware. You come to the gaming district. And then once you're in the gaming district, you turn around. They put signs everywhere. Go through the portal, and then you'll be in the creative gaming district. And here's Build-A-Joke. If it's dark, you can sleep. The actual competition is over, but the voting is here. So what you need to do is you skip impulses because he did his on stream and it doesn't count. It was just a way to get him to do basically guess the build. And then you have, excuse me, you have all these plots and they have a number next to them. If you think it's the best joke, you put that number on paper, put it in the barrel over there. This whole row is full. But if you come back here, there's a couple back here too. So make sure you don't miss them. Because they extended voting to, I think, Monday. So just paper, name it the number you want, and then stick it in here. And then you can just go back out here and go about your business. I don't know why parkour was chosen as a way to get to portals. Alright, let's check shops real quick. Nothing. This morning I started designing the new Pride shop. IX has been working hard on stuff. And loot boxes are going to be moving to this truck outside. I don't think they are currently completely set up. And then inside we're going to have something else. the little loot bundles eventually. And then in here is all the regular shop stuff. Okay, voting ends Monday, April 13th, 6 p.m. EDT. Convert that however you need to. So all these shops are set up to IX now so he can refill them. We'll probably make a change to that when I get my stuff going again. Is this my stuff? Or did you... Oh, I guess loot boxes are ready? Good for loot boxes. Waiting for a nod. Okay, so you want me to set the shop up then? We need more light out here because it's dark. I know it's mob proof, but it's dark. And this is shop 1. We were doing 10 diamonds. Smack it with that. Tokens in this side. Loot boxes come out here. Same basic thing, just move to a different spot. We are going to get some banners up here that say loot. And this will just be the loot truck. Outside is the boxes. Inside will be the bundles, which we haven't started on yet. So maybe we need to put a sign here, IX, that says coming soon, loot bundles. And then let's get back to my base on TED because I want to get the organization done. Ted's this way. I've gotten a habit of going to the Spring District. I'm just gonna fly. Earlier I was riptiding and or was I firework rocketing? I'm not sure. It was after stream this morning. I was at my base coming back for something. Ran right into one of the purple borders in the air and set off my totem. It was that one. But we're going to get all of the bulk stuff moved to bulk storage. Empty out all of the chests and get things relabeled, organized. I want everything that's similar in groups. So I want all the stone and all the ores together. All of that stuff. And I'm going to turn on full bright because it's dark in here, even though there's only light there, I guess. I need to get some invisible light blocks for builds. Okay, so bulk storage is here. Nothing is over here yet. Let me empty my pockets. I'm going to keep food on me, actually. And I'm going to put on a chest plate in case something somehow spawns. I'll keep my bow too, just in case like a creeper or something. And then we're going to just drop everything, fill pockets, and move stuff around. Because I also want to adjust this so it's easier to get in and out. And then I think I want to set up a little place just for loot box stuff. So when IX and I need to make boxes or bundles, all of that storage is together. So we're not sorting through all of this. And I want to get screenshots of each of the bundles and boxes so that we know what we need. So there's no guessing, there's no going, oh, we need this and making 1,000 trips. I want to stock up on the stuff we need for bundles and boxes and not have to worry about it. That one is partial. I'm sure there's a piece of stone in here. Pickaxe might be good to have too. That one's not full. That one is. I'll leave that so I can grab that for projects. You know what? Let's remove that for now. Let's remove that. Banner. Ports. That makes it easier to get through. These are full. Hey, CBY. I have more of this. No, but I have more regular stone. Let me actually break through here and steal this, because it's probably going to annoy me having jump boost trying to come through like here. And dirt. Block dirt. Now it's regular stone. These aren't full. But I will fix that. Dirt. And I want to get more organized, because every time someone needs to come here and get something from me, I have to remember what side it's on and roughly where. So if I do a log section or a wood section, that's like every 3 of them is a section. Do wood, stone, I'll have to have redstone over here. I guess it actually probably be more like stone, ores, wood. Stone. Actually, I can do this. Just get this out. This is the stone one. Let's put that in there. I guess it doesn't really matter. That in. That in. I gotta remember I can do that with these. I can actually open them and put stuff in them. This is full. Okay, so all my bulk stone is done. This stuff, honestly, can be trashed. And then this can be renamed. Cobblestone can be renamed. I will put the mossy in there. I'll take this in here. These can go up here. Okay. Dirt. I think I have more dirt, actually. Let me do this. Make running up here a little easier for now. This will be mossy cobblestone for now. Miscellaneous stone. Dirt. Rooted dirt stays, coarse dirt. Gotta check these and make sure they're all full. They all appeared to be. That's good. Quartz goes back there. Brick goes in misc stone. Then there's more dirt. And let's see. Not enough to fill it, but I'm pretty sure we have dirt somewhere here. This can come out up there. I still need to load this whole thing up with shulkers. Okay, dirt. I was right the first time and second guessed myself. Grass. And then grass is here. Why did I have dirt in there? See, these I think I can get away with barrels because there's not that much stuff in them. And then save the chests for bigger things. Moss. Now I mostly have pale moss, but that's only because this was a, there's pale oak garden over there. So I think what I'll do is grab some signs to have. And then I will do pale moss up here. Because those were all full. This I'll take out. That's full. And then let's not get stuck with stuff. That's why I need to do this. This needs to become honey blocks or something, so that I don't hit the edge and get stuck. Let's see. And then I should have enough of this to just set it in here at the bottom since it's not full. Bulk dirt is empty. It's not. Dirt, 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 dirt. What else was over here? Stone, cobblestone, grass, moss, dirt. Okay, so we took everything over that we have in bulk. So we need to start reorganizing this. You know what? It might just be easier to break the signs and replace them. And then I'll just work through one at a time. And organize as I go. Thank you, SiriBot. I wish there was a way to place a sign without it opening the interface. Bulk stone empty. Yep. Oh, that was bad. That one was empty. I didn't need to break it. And then I'll probably get rid of this trash can since I have access to /trash. There's just as good a chance I'll accidentally throw something in that trash can as there is into the command one. And we'll get all of this. And for the custom items, I think I'm going to build a museum or a hall to show them off. Because right now there's just a couple hanging up here. And what are the chances? The song that just ended was actually from this album. Pull this down. Now we can get these signs back. And this whole column here may come out, but I'm putting the signs back just in case it doesn't. I wish I could get the copper golems working in the space I had for them, but they just did not work in an intuitive way. And anyone in ads should be back from ads. The only thing that was missed was taking down the rest of these. I see you. It wasn't even one of the fun horns. Hi, Adam. That's a good horn. Is that this one? Yeah, it's that one.
We're having fun!
Let's see, that's done. Okay, what? This is everything that was in my ender chest in my tools. I'm redoing my ender chest because it was just awful. It wasn't organized. I had it really well organized. Hey, Sturm. I had my ender chest organized last season really well. I even have screenshots of it from the world download so I can set it up again, and I just haven't done it. Let's see. Alright, before we start going through the miscellaneous ones, just sitting around, let's do all of the wood stuff. It's going okay, and thank you. How are you today? Bamboo I don't really need here because I have a bamboo farm that I realize I can't get into without my wings currently. Unless I do this. Well, that's good. Yeah, I've been working on This morning I worked on a new shop design for the shopping district for the Pride shop, and then discovered some issues with the models that from certain distances. Let's see. Let me just grab one. I don't know if the little one's going to do it. Might be too far or too close. Let's stick it here. If we back away from it, there, it does that. Which, I don't know why. It's got to be something with the calling, I think. So I've been working on trying to figure that out since stream ended. Thank you. So I've been working on that, which, I'm currently waiting for my ADHD meds to be refilled. So kind of went down a rabbit hole and started redoing how the build process is so I can automate some of this stuff. And didn't get to actually fixing the models after every attempt that I could with the automatic stuff. So I think I'm going to try to recreate one or two of them in a new resource pack and see if just building them slightly differently solves the issue. And then it'll just be a matter of updating the resource pack. Because, like, these album covers don't have any issues. They work just fine. When you back up far enough away, they just disappear completely, which is what the flag should do. But they just don't. So that's going to be my tonight / no, that's going to be my tomorrow, because tonight I need to finish my fairy door after stream. Just stick the bamboo there. That can go to trash. Okay, let's see. Yeah. I'm, let's see if it shows it. Yeah, Apple M1 Max. It's very convenient and everything. The only thing is I can't play many other games because they're all PC. But I will be getting a gaming PC at some point so I can play other stuff, because I really want to play Phasmo, and Rill has been playing Retro Rewind, which looks fun. A couple other games that just look really cool. Plus, I'll be able to install Bedrock and get capes when they tell you to use the wardrobe thing, because I am still missing my copper cape, because I couldn't log into Bedrock to get it. M4 Max Studio. Yeah, that's, this thing is a 2022. It was the first one when it came out. So it's working fine, but I'm going to want to upgrade at some point in the future and just get more memory. Let's, let me see something real quick. Yeah, I've got 32 gigs of memory. I think I want to get more next time. But I've also played on iSV on my 2020 MacBook Air, which does okay, but it would not handle streaming. I would say it probably depends. If you're going to be doing anything intensive, probably just bump it up one level. Yeah, IX went with the most expensive option available. I I didn't because I didn't want to just spend the absurd amount of money on RAM that Apple charges. But I would go, if I was going to get like the 36 or 32 gig, I would consider bumping it up to the next level. That's the one thing I don't like about my Air. It's only got 8 gigs of memory. I don't know if I could have upgraded it or not. But I've decided next laptop is going to have at least 16 gigs of memory. Because some of my development stuff is all Java based as well, so it can eat some RAM. And I want to actually upgrade. I've been one to always get the lowest hard drive size, just figuring I'll never use it all. And I think I want to go at least one level up. Yeah, mine does get warm if it's doing anything like intensive at all. So when I actually go to get a new one, I'll probably upgrade to a Pro, a MacBook Pro. Okay, let's do... You know what, let's put all these down and just get the logs out. I don't need to keep them in shulkers. It just makes it difficult for me to get... Yeah, when I got my Air, I probably should have opted for a MacBook or just waited and see if they would update it. Anything else? Those are just empty shulkers currently. Let's drop this. Okay. Pale oak. This can actually be filled. Is that going to sort it the way? Yeah. Logs. No, that's wood. Don't want the stripped ones. Yeah, I'm probably another good year out from upgrading anything. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out between now and then. I do like the studio. I've had a iMac in the past, and it was fine, but I don't think I'll ever get one again. They discontinued the Pros, so no option for that. So my next one will probably be another studio, unless I get a gaming PC, in which case I will probably get a mini for work stuff. That way it can fit on my desk and I can just swap between devices or whatever. Because I can't do development on a Windows computer. I've been doing it on Mac so long I can't switch back. And the funny thing is, I used to say that about switching to Mac. Oh, I've used Windows for so long, I'll never want to switch and get used to it. Then college happened, and I had one for design work, and I've never owned a PC since. Yeah, I think a Mac Mini, like a really beefy one, will probably be all I need for actually doing work stuff. And it's nice and small. And then I need to also figure out monitors, because I've got 2 currently and I need at least 1 more. But that also means I need a new desk so I can fit a 3rd monitor. That's planks, that's bits. I don't want the bits. Maybe I do. I'll just toss them here for now. Logs. Let's just convert all these to planks. I keep building enough stuff with cherry wood that I'll need them eventually. That's logs. Those are planks. Yeah, I don't think I'll get a 5K monitor anytime soon. There's planks there too. I'm using two 27-inch Dells, which work okay, but they could be better. $30 tokens in shop for loot boxes. Do I need to do that now? Like, do you have the loot boxes in? Okay, let me drop this. And remember my elytra. Don't need that. Rockets. I'll take that in case it's raining. And we'll go do those tokens. Do we have tokens there for me to put in? Like, do we have the 30 of them, or do I need to make more? I know I have plenty of magma cream there to make them. Huh, not that many people on. Alright, 24 in here. That's dangerous. OSHA would not be happy with that. I know there was a whole box of them here. You found 3 from testing, I assume? Yeah, I know we had more. There's the magma cream. That's the problem with redoing the shop. Had chests in places and didn't get everything figured out. Okay, so we had, you know what, let me just do this. Where's out? Up, please. I wonder if I had them in my ender chest. I checked, but I know it's empty currently. Alright, so we need 6 of them. Okay, and then I got another 40 to give back to you, but what I'm going to do is just stick them in storage here in the bottom right corner of that. There's something else that needed to be done. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to get up here. And I just want to prove there are good shulkers in here for loot boxes. There just happens to be a lot of Blackstone, but there are good ones in here. When we redo loot boxes, we're going to standardize them so that we have specific ones, kind of like how Feather has. And that way, it's not misleading, it's still loot. I didn't say they were great loot boxes. IX has a new, like, randomizer, which I don't know if those went through the randomizer or if he just dropped them in there. But he's got a randomizer to put them in. That not makes it a lot more random, IX? Okay, they went through the randomizer. After this, I'm not going to be doing any boxes of full items except frog lights, and then more useful things like maybe a box of totems or something. A rocket box could be good, but I want most of the boxes to be useful things like the brewing box. I had some path boxes that had like dirt and mud and moss and stuff, and then some wood to make slabs. I want more stuff like that because I want people to feel like they're getting 10 diamonds worth of stuff. Now, if people get Blackstone, there is an option. They could go get nether gold ore, make gilded Blackstone and sell it, and probably make more than 10 diamonds off of it. Because people don't want to go make it, and they don't want to go mine it. So that is an option. Or, and hear me out, use Blackstone in your builds. That's too close. Use Blackstone in your builds. It's a good block. I say as I have literally none of it in my storage. So maybe I should go buy some loot boxes. Alright, this. Now I want to. I want to sleep first. Don't need those. Let's sleep to get through the storm. Oh, that's why I had it. Yeah, it's a good block. The only problem is all you needed all the beginning of the season was quartz. So you took away the only other good block that I could get in bulk. Because no one wants gravel. Even the people who are making concrete don't want gravel. But IX did update our bartering hall. So now we're got double the piglins, double the number of items coming through. So quartz is no longer an issue. I can use my sword. Let me move these. I'll make a spot for shulkers of wood. That has most woods in there, I think. Let's actually make this more logs. Let's put that on one line. Get this out. And then I'll put the bulk ones down here. This already had planks and random bits, it seems. That's logs. Wood. And since I can use my sword, I can actually go AFK the gold farm. So I can actually barter more. Though I do wish the recipe for Gilded Blackstone used the regular gold instead of the nether gold. Where's all my gold at? Oh, that's all I have, because I gave the rest to IX to barter. Logs, planks. Because I need to actually restock my shop with quartz now that I think about it, because I had some shulkers, I had individual stacks of quartz blocks available, and they got bought out quickly. Spruce logs. We grab all of these little bits and bobs and see what I can put back into plank form. Okay, so this is going to be the wood bits one. But I want to put trapdoors somewhere. No, I'm going to put signs somewhere else. Because when I need a sign, it's a pain to find them. Sticks. I'm not terribly worried about organizing bits and bobs in here at the moment. And then boats. Let's do boats and signs here. It's a weird category, but boats don't stack. Signs do. I don't need all these buttons. Pretty sure that was a misclick. Did it get picked up? Yeah. Okay, so this is boats and signs. Logs. More logs. Full shulker logs. It's the only problem with this mod. It wants to... It treats all shulkers as the same, even if it's empty. That's empty. Yeah, I had everything in my spawn house, and then I had a bunch of stuff over in this area where my portal used to be up above. I had a bunch up where there used to be a mountain until Jam and other people showed up and got rid of the mountain. And I had stuff just laying around. I finally decided to get organized. I tried the copper golems, which is why I have copper chests. And those idiots could not do what they were supposed to do. They would skip chests. They would, like, get almost to the chest they need to look in, stop, get confused, go back and start over. When I tried splitting them up so that they had less chests to worry about, they would throw it in the chest to send to the next one before checking any other chests. So I decided manual it is, except for the bulk storage here, which is just going to be filters with a shulker box unloader. And then anything that's not a bulk item ends up here for me to run back into here. Let's see. Any other boats or anything? I know I have boats somewhere else. I thought I did. Maybe I thought they were in here. Okay, so that ends the wood. This will be granite. Put it in there. I apparently had dripstone in there for some reason. Polish is going to go in a separate chest. Diorite. Just move the polished stuff to here for now. Let's empty that. Get the diorite in there. And maybe we can get away with 2 columns for I knew that would happen. Okay, let's do mossy cobble here. I was thinking of doing like the player heads or the mini blocks, but more often than not, if I look at them without being close, I have no idea what the mini block is. I don't think it tells you if it's in an item frame, or maybe it does. Item frame, they're in here. Nope, they're in here. Oh, it does tell you. Well, in Jade it tells you. But I do know there are some things that don't have mini blocks. And now I have mini blocks I need to sort, so that was a smart move. This is deep slate. It's going to stay where it's at. And its variance can be converted. No, I don't want that. Where is... that. Deep slate can probably all stay in here and not be in variance just because it's not a lot of it. Granite I was using a lot of. There's deep slate. See, this is why I'm getting organized. Stuff's all over the place. I thought I was organized at the beginning, but apparently I just move stuff and don't pay attention to where it's going. Okay, this is going to be miscellaneous stone. I do want a smooth stone one though, because I keep finding myself needing that. And this will be smooth stone. And I'm going to make the server cry. But that's okay. Because like that, it's all picked up. And we will just drop everything up here for now until we get to where plants and stuff are going to go. There's mac and cream. That must have been from the other day. That's stuff that can be put away now. That can be put away now. I got some quartz that can become blocks again. And diorite. I have wood that can be converted back. I have bits. Concrete and dirt. Smooth quartz right there. Why is calcite in there? Calcite was in the geode one. Is that? See, this is the problem. I know where stuff is even without labels now, but it still wouldn't help anyone for me to tell them because IX has asked several times, where did you say such and such was? And I'll tell him and he'll be like, I'll stop and think, I'll go left side, about middle, towards the top, and usually I'm right or pretty close to it. But I want anyone who has to come here for any reason to be able to get stuff without a problem. I want to be able to say, go to my storage room and get what you need. Shulkers. That's granite. Benefit is these types of stone I don't have a ton of, so I don't have to worry about. There's andesite. Oh, it's going to bother me if I do it that way. Andesite. Mossy cobble. Drop that. Andesite, I can do this and put everything together just like I did the deep slate, because I don't have a ton of it. I do use it pretty often, but I don't think enough to justify like putting that somewhere else. Here's all the decor stuff I could have used when I was doing my mushroom. Though a lot of it is not pink. When was ABK on the game? I didn't even see him log in. Let's trash that. Speaking of trashing stuff, that's something I need to do. Okay, so I just missed him log. Okay, I saw you say cake, and I didn't. I missed who you were talking to. I need to go to the gold farm and put a hopper and chest under it to collect netherite stuff if it goes in lava. Okay, well, have a good meeting. Hopefully it's not boring and it's a short one. And thanks for stopping by. Oh, if anyone has channel points they want to use, I do have a current community like challenge thing where if people donate 25,000 channel points between however many people, I will stream a hardcore world, which will probably lead to lots of death and restarts because I'm not good at hardcore. I will break my ankle, I will forget to eat. So if you want to see that, that's a good thing to put channel points into. IX has put a decent amount in because he apparently wants to see me do that. We're at 37% of the goal. And yes, thank the mods, because it's only IX and he doesn't have anything to do because people are nice. So he's just sitting here with me and listening to me talk, and he does that all day anyway. So I'm sure he appreciates the thanks. Workbenches. I'll stick in here for now, including this one. And I guess the decorations will go in there too. Okay, so that's empty. That's going to be rooted dirt. No, wait, let's think this through. Wood, stone. Is there any other stone? Sandstone, but I think I'm going to keep that with sand just because it's a better solution, I think, because I rarely need sandstone and I rarely have a ton of sandstone or sand. Let's drop that. It might be able to go into a barrel once we get to there. I don't need one bamboo. What else is down in here? Clay. Clay I don't need a whole thing for. It could probably go with sand or just in a barrel. Podzol and dirt will go together. I don't have a lot of them and don't need a lot of them until I do, and then I'll figure it out. Okay, this can go over the wood. All of these saplings. I knew I had something else related to wood. And saplings are aplenty. Water stuff, snow. Like, snow doesn't need it. Ice and snow and water can probably go all together. I should have left the signs off until I was done stuff so I could mark which ones actually. Why did I make 3 shulkers of spoons? Especially wooden ones. Elytra, they all need to be enchanted. I don't need that much wolf armor. I have 2 dogs and they are currently wearing armor. Not that. They're currently wearing armor. And I'm not sure how I feel about the armor. Okay, so saplings. More sandstone. And sand? Or just... No, just sandstone. So maybe I thought I was going to put it there. After this stream, I know Tyler is going to be streaming and working on his Gamer Outreach charity drive. And he has a fun little incentive that I think he's starting today that will involve me. So when it is time, which will be another like 45 minutes or so, 50 minutes, we're going to raid him, and then you're probably going to see me pop onto his stream. But I usually pop onto a stream anyway because spear. Gotta hit him with a pokey stick. Okay. So now we're looking for other stones. I think I want to make a ore one that just has all the various ores in it. Because like I don't need a whole chest for emerald. I can put that in, I can make a iron I need a whole thing for, because I do make a lot of iron things. Gold I probably just need to shulker up and store at the bartering farm. And keep a shulker in my ender chest for redstone stuff. Which could be this. Okay, let's make this the ore one. And any other ores? No, I smelted all of that. I'm not going to do the raw copper and stuff. Redstone. I think that's everything for ores. And then geode stuff. I don't need to break out into separate things. But it is technically a stone. It's 3 of them, and then I'll have the little bits in there too. Quartz needs a location. Mud will go with dirt and stuff. Concrete. Terracotta. What was this going to be? That can be quartz. Spelling is important. This can be concrete. Gravel. It's going to get moved anyway, but concrete, and that will include powders. And the powders already in there. I need one for terracotta. And glazed will go in there as well. Let's not yellow on the sign, and let's also label stuff correctly. Rest of that. Got glass, I got mud. I have, what else did I say? Glass, mud, flowers, dyes. Okay, nether stuff. I do not need those dried gas. And end stuff. And deep dark stuff. So that stuff can stay. I'll put that in a single column with something else. That way it makes more sense, because it's not going to take up. Well, is it? Do I have any more like stone blocks? I got actual copper and stuff. Lights, bundles. Custom items. You're in the wrong spots. Alright, let's see what's in here. Ender pearls. Bone blocks I'll put with like the garden stuff, slash plants. Wool, I need to figure something out with. This kind of stuff, I need to figure out a place for. Same with TNT. Rockets and rocket potential. I need to make like a rocket warehouse where I can just walk onto a pressure plate, get a stack of them, and go. I gotta figure out how that's gonna fit in my base idea. Player heads, and I also have heads in the mob drops, so I need a double chest just for heads at least. This is all loot boxes that I've got. Melons and pumpkins, horns, honeycomb, shulkers, plushes, gifts, server-wide games. Oh, it's because it's peak showing the thing. I was like, why aren't those working? These two are staff cubby things that need to be sorted. Lava, resin. Let's make a resin one over here. Get rid of the ice and stuff. And we'll make this side like solid blocks and blocks that can be made, or things that can be made into solid blocks. So like the resin can be made into solid blocks. It can be here in all forms, including Creaking Heart. Oh cool, my library book is ready. Snow. Let's make the snow, ice. Put that in there. That can go in. Border. Go here for now. Totems and unstackables. That's going to be. You know what? I'm trashing them. If I need more, I'll make more. A bell, water bucket, which can go here. Wings, it can all go in here for now. I missed some resin bits. Armor, tools. Let's get a couple more chests. Get that all in there. Mob drops. Bones and bone meal can go together. That is not the same thing, despite what you think. Mob drops are going to have to get organized in some way. Why do I have wool that's not to put away? And for the wool, I really need to decraft it, all the colored wool, and put it into white wool and take it to my wool farm, which I should probably go check. And I should check the iron farm too. Wool is almost to the 4th double chest, so I need to start shulkering this up. third double chest, so it needs to be shulkered up soon. Bamboo's fine. I could shulker it up and get rid of some of those hoppers and chests, though. Let me stick that back. Don't need the carpet. I need the mushroom stuff. Gravel. I can honestly burn the gravel because we have a bartering farm that does a really, really good job. Alright, let's do that. Burn that. Let's do that. A lot of this stuff is already sitting at the bartering farm and doesn't really need to be here. 2 arrows that way in case someone's using infinity and loses a arrow because they die. They don't have to worry about it. Mushroom. Trash. That's supposed to be a trapdoor. Books. I need to organize the books better because they are... Let's give them their own chest. The shulker boxes are not labeled. Why were leads in here? Were they just floating? An arrow, so it must have just been floating mob drops still. Food. Let's give food its own one. Most of the stuff I don't even eat. I planned on farms, then didn't make them. I have so many golden apples. But I keep using pork chops because IX and I have a pork chop farm and a shulker of pork chops goes a long way. Was that everything? Okay, this side is cleaned out and organized. What else can go here? Thank you, SiriBot. I suppose I should do mud. It can go here. And then sand and sandstone can also go up here. That's all I will need. Let's check these. Wool. Wool I need to set aside so I can decraft it. And then I need to go AFK some flower farms to stock up on all the dyes, because I want a couple dye boxes hanging around. I've got a good bit of dyes and a good bit of flowers, but a couple, at least a shulker of each flower would be good to have, and at least a shulker of each dye. just for when I need to do stuff like glass or wool. Bones and bone block. You know what? I'm going to move you there. And make this the bones chest. Bone block can be in there. Bone meal can be in there. Ender pearls can go here. Player heads go here. I don't think I need to save the mob heads. Elytra and stuff. Let's make a... You know what, let's make another chest for it. I think I have rockets and more elytra stuff somewhere else. And I want to get a total of that because I might make a barrel just for elytra and a barrel just for rockets. Though I want to do that elytra, not elytra, the you know what, TNT goes with gunpowder. If you had ads, welcome back. You should be back now, I think. Clay, dirt. I guess clay will get its... No, wait, no. Be smart about this. Podzol. How do you spell it? It is Z-O-L. And then dirt variants. And then terracotta and clay. Since I would most likely use that for making terracotta anyway. Goat horns. Go here. These are loot boxes. Actually, no, some of this is just some is loot boxes, some is stuff that hasn't been moved and sorted. Running out of space. Pumpkins and melons won't fit there. They will fit there. Let's see. Honeycomb and candles. That's more decorative. I can make a honey and honeycomb. I can make a whole honey one that has all this stuff in it. Just gotta remember where I've already looked and where I haven't. That's server games. You get a chest. And then you are gifts. / lore items. Forgot about that. That needs to go in staff cubby. Plushes. That's staff cubby. Lava. I don't know if I even have a good place to put lava or a good. I'd probably just put it in a shulker and call it a day. Speaking of shulkers, I have plenty of shulker shells. Just do that to make space. This stuff I stuck here earlier, going, I need a decoration place. Okay. Let's make this plants. Bamboo can be in there. I'm not going to put melons in there, even though they are plants. I don't need that many hanging roots, or pale hanging roots. Bamboo can go there. Those I need. That. Sea pickle should arguably be in with water. No, they need to be in lighting, which lighting might stay where it is. Plants, no, melons don't go in there. Seagrass, maybe I don't need a water one. Maybe I pulled the water stuff out already. Glass. Hi, Bella. Thank you for lurking and enjoy your dinner. Glass goes here. Flowers arguably are plants, but get their own column because I say so. That needs to come out. Where'd the seagrass go? Seagrass should be there. Loot box. More plants. But they're flowers. Wait, those are saplings. No saplings there. Though, arguably, these are saplings because you can just bone meal them to grow them. But they're more used for decor. Dyes. I want the dyes in here near the flowers. And I realize it seems like I'm just moving stuff from one place to another, and it's because I am, but it's in an attempt to be more organized and easier. Okay, now we're into this kind of stuff. Let's ditch it in here. Another stuff is going to need its own chest. And I gotta go through it because there might be some stuff I just don't keep. Like I don't need to keep basalt. That's another brick. Another flowers need to stay with it. Okay, gold, iron, copper. Copper is going to do I just leave them here where I just removed them from? Yeah, maybe. Let's do... I just moved it all out, but I'll put it back. Gold. Other. Refined ores. Oh, wait, no, gold goes up. Gold. Gold. That's all iron. And then redstone's gonna have its own spot. Lapis. Coal. Coal probably needs its own chest. Actually, let's do coal up top. And we'll put lapis there. This stuff can go, that's copper. Coal. This is like a valuables chest. That's empty, that's empty. Then we get into the redstone stuff. So I've got all this empty. Let's trash that. We'll wave to Tyler since we're being nice. I'm gonna raid him in a bit. He better start on time. Honey, slime, potions, lights, custom items, empty, bundles. I'm gonna put those in shulkers because I need all of these for the loot bundles IX and I are gonna do. Okay, so I need a honey and slime one. Honey, slime. Let's do honey there. Where are all those honeycomb blocks? Right there, and we'll get the candles too. Okay, so now all the honey stuff is there. I can put it in shulkers if I need to. Maybe I put the melons and stuff. Resin needs to be moved. Resin goes here. Melons and pumpkins. That can go there. Mushroom, I don't need a huge thing for. I don't have any of the little red mushrooms. Anything else obvious that is a quick put away thing? Some of this I need to still organize. I need that, and that. I'm still waiting for a cat Easter egg and a... I'm still waiting for cat ears. I actually brought that up to Rill again. That can go there. Then I'm going to probably shulker up player heads. I don't like that it does that with the apostrophe S on it. I know that's lazy coding on the resource pack or data pack side. If it ends in an S, throw an apostrophe. Don't. That's called a river pet peeve. Shulker boxes. Let's get these. Okay, leaves would be a good one to find a spot for. A lot of these I still need to go through. That's glass. That's glass. That's deep slate. That's more pale oak. That's the smooth stone I forgot to put away. Well, if saplings are over here, leaves should be here too. That what makes sense to me. Leaves, any more leaves? No, that's pale oak in log form. I can move some of this to it. Glass. Oh, glass I need to sort and deal with, so it's in here. Deep slate there. I don't need that. This stuff needs to be organized in a specific way. Axolotls. You know what? I'll just make a water item one. Water bits. And then I'll make a prismarine one. Because I'll probably need prismarine in the future for roofs and stuff, so might as well have a dedicated space for it. Because if I'm going to need it, I'm going to probably need it in bulk. And that does show me the color axolotls thanks to the resource pack, so that's good. This is going to be empty shulker boxes. Actually, it's just going to be shulker boxes. Because if they're in there, I'll know they're empty. I need to rename them and undye them probably, or just re-dye them. Is that deep slate? It's got deep slate in it. These are the server game ones. That's the staff one, so we'll do server games. We'll do server gifts in a separate one. We'll turn this into shulker shells. Drop that in there, grab this. And grab all of these custom items. Wait, where's my other bonnet? Cat, did you have to jump that loud? Where is my other bonnet? Oh, it's in valuables. Oh, okay, start item. These can come out. Wait, no, that go in there. I need to see about putting these custom discs up for sale. Any other custom items? I will put them in here. Let me check Discord. Make sure Tyler's not going to be late. No, he usually starts right at 6 though, and he's got a couple minutes, which is good because I can finish what I'm working on, except for all this. Do I do a pass? No, I don't want to do a passive mob drop. Let's do horns and discs. Where are the discs at? There they are. I suppose I could have just called that music. Let's get all the armor. Put armor here. We'll make a scaffolding one because I've been using a lot more of it. Scaffolding can be down here. Totems can go under armor. Saddle and bell. I need to keep the saddle and the villager bell. No. I can, not anvil. I can either keep, I can buy them from villagers or make them. I think saddles are craftable now. Okay, so that's empty. Okay, elytra and rockets. Let's do, actually, armor and elytra. While I'm thinking about it, this and this. Restock that. Rockets. That's an empty shulker box. That's gum. There's bones. I knew there was more of them somewhere. Thought I had more bone blocks somewhere too. Gunpowder. TNT. They can share a spot. No, that's got... Okay. Plants. And I will organize and rename, or recolor and rename shulkers later. Sugarcane's gonna get its own. Just because it makes the most sense to me. And it helps if I put the TNT in there. And then that one's empty. That's nether stuff. Nether end and deep dark maybe over here. Nether and deep dark. Not those. Those are not nether items. And crystals and stuff. I'm gonna keep picking those up if I don't do that. Deep dark. Tyler's about to be late. I can see it. Oh wait, server gifts. That's what I needed a shulker box for. It's gifts and lore items. What's in the pink bundle? Okay, that was a gift too. And plushes probably need their own. That's a regular rocket. I don't know why it's in there. Those are special rockets. Okay, let me put this there. Special rockets. No, not the plush. And it's also got lore items. Keep putting that there. Okay, SiriBot, after ad break, I will see if Tyler is finally live. This is server gifts. Or just gifts. Okay, he is going live. Gifts and lore items. That. Flushes. This would be custom items. Where did I put those custom items at? Right there and right there. And that's that. Scaffolding, totems. Lava, I don't want to put in a thing. Food. I'm going to shulker this stuff up and make the melons into actual melons. Okay, ads are going. When they come back from that, we'll go to Tyler. And my ping decided to go up right now. You're gonna come back down? You've been fine all stream. Okay, it came back down. That's empty. That's got the food stuff. This is glass. But we can do this. That. Sort. Yeah, like why do I have copper nuggets? Mini head. Copper. Can I throw them from here? Yep. Okay. Ice. Powdered snow, or powdered snow, and buckets for it. Snow and ice. Okay, it looks like the ad break is over. Tyler is live. He is probably, well, he might still be on his starting soon screen. But let's go raid Tyler. I've gotten a lot done here. Thank you for hanging out while I did one of the most boring things you can do and sort stuff. I will be live again tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern. You can check my schedule to see your time, or what it will be in your time. And let's go raid Tyler. He is doing a fundraiser for Gamers Outreach, which if you watch The Hermits, you've heard of before probably. And if you don't watch The Hermits, I am sure he will tell you about it as soon as you get there. Because if you let him, we do have a raid message, which is there. And let me find him. Following. Where is he? At the bottom. Okay. Go say hi to Tyler. Listen to what he has to say about the charity streams that he's doing. And make sure to use the raid message. And I'll see you in the next stream, hopefully. If not, a lot of you are on this server, so I will see you on this server. And I can raid in 5 seconds.